Hello Dragonites! Today we are looking at the 5 cards that have fallen in price the most over the last week and answer the question, are any a buy right now? As collectors and investors, we love to see a price decline because we can get exactly the same item but for less, and these 5 cards have all fallen significantly in just the last 7 days. But before we go into that, I would like to introduce our home. TCGBites.com is the premier place to track the top rising, falling and selling singles, sealed and sets every day, giving you free data, analytics and insights you can't get anywhere else. Be sure to head over there to find your next undervalued card and subscribe to our channel if you want regular updates on the biggest market moves and to learn how you can use our data to make better collecting and investing decisions. And now, let's find out the 5 cards that have fallen the most in the last week. In at number 5, Team Rocket's Moltres X from Destiny Rivals, down about 20% in the last week to $143. I do like this card, I think it has long-term potential, however, I'm not sure right now is the time to buy. Why? Well, let's look at the listings. We see the listings over the last 3 months has suddenly spiked over the last about 10 to 12 days. What that has done is created an inevitable drop off in price, at which I don't think we've seen the last of yet. The listings are still rising. As listings still rise, prices will keep dropping. So if you want this in your collection, hold off a bit, keep an eye on this listings level, and when this listings level tapers off and stops increasing, that might be your time to buy. In at number 4, Zekrom X from Black Bolt, down 22% this week to $5.23. Now, the ultra rares have not been that popular in the Scarlet and Violet era, and I don't think we're seeing any difference here. We're seeing it in the last month, it has fallen over 50%, so it's not just a 22% drop from this week. Basically, from release, it's being on the downward spiral. I don't think we've seen the last of this yet. If we look at the listings are perpetually going up, although they have started flattening off softly. Volumes kept pretty solid. However, the real problem here is pull rate. At 0.88%, that is a very high pull rate for cards, especially for ultra rares. So as we're seeing more product released and more packs ripped, this card will be seen a lot, and I think that will hurt its price in the near term and the long term. So for me, this is not an entry point for this card. In at number 3, Galarian Moltres from the Sword and Shield promos. This has dropped over 22% in the last week, down to $10.56. Now, I do really like this card over the long term. This is a solid promo with connections to the popular Crown Zenith set, and most importantly of all, it's done by Shinji Kanda. If you don't know, Shinji Kanda is the artist of Lost Origin Giratina, of Magikarp from Paldea Evolved. This is perhaps his best value card on the market today. The only unknown here is how many promos of these are actually available. We do know those promo tins were printed to oblivion, so is that too many? We don't know, but I still like this as a long-term buy. So why the drop in the last week? Well, if we pull back to the 3-month chart and we go to listings versus price, we see the price has increased dramatically. It has started at $5 up to about $15 earlier this month. This is just a natural correction that you see with cards increasing in price. They go up, they go slightly down, they go up, they go slightly down. The listings go up as a price rises and people want to sell their cards. We do see that has completely tapered off now. Again, if we go back to the month for a bit more detail, we see this listing completely tapered off. So if you want this in your collection, I think this is a very good buy point still, and I don't think it'll stay around long. So if you want this, now's your chance. In at number 2, Pikachu from Celebrations. This is down over 25% in the last week at $5.44. Now, I do love this card. I want to preface this. I do love this art. It has great connections to the base set and it's a great update. However, do not touch this card at this price. It was stupidly expensive when it got up to $7, $8 earlier this month. It is still stupidly expensive. Why? It's all about the pull rate. If we go down here, we see the pull rate at 17.65%. Now, one caveat here, I am not 100% confident on the celebration pull rates. The data is not great. However, what we do know, the set size was tiny. The pull rates were very high. So even if it's not 17%, it's definitely at least at the 8% level. that is at the same level at most uncommons and commons in regular sets. So they normally go for 10, 20 cents because they are so common. Yes, this will be more popular. Yes, this will have 5 volumes in them. Yes, it will have a higher price for them. Is it $5 card? No. It's a $2, $3 card mark because it's so popular. So please don't touch this at this price. The celebrations fever is in full swing. Wait a few months. Maybe it takes a year. It doesn't matter. At some point again, you'll be able to get this card at the $3 mark. And the top falling card over the last 7 days, Pikachu World Championship promo from Scarlet and Violet. This is a new release from the Pokemon Center. You could get it in any order at the Pokemon Center in the last few weeks. Put in your promo code, you got this card. However, like with any new set release, listings spike, prices drop, and it's what we're seeing here. It's down 43% in the last 7 days to $10.58. However, I still don't like this at this entry point. I think it has potential further to go. If we look at the Pikachu promos from the last couple of World Championships, this is the one from last year. It's a very similar price point to this one. So I would wait a bit longer. I would check those listing levels. I would check that price rise. Maybe in a month's time when World Championship fever has dropped, we will see volumes go down as well and the price will start declining. So give this one a month or two. Let's see where it goes down to before we jump in on this one. And that's the 5 singles that have fallen the most in the last week. We like Galarian Moltres as the best buy from that list, but maybe you have a different idea. Let us know in the comments below. If you like what you saw, please give the subscribe button a little tickle. And I'll just wait here a few moments to let you do that. Did you do it? Awesome. And remember, visit us at tcgbites.com.